Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly Fate Weaver today, because today we are carrying on our adventure playing Ryan Vernier's outstanding Blackbirds Gothic Fantasy RPG. And with me today are a flock of Blackbirds who are joining me for a tale that we're calling The Truth in Ashes. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing tonight? First up, we've got Andrew.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrew, and I'm playing Tagwin Eads, a human crafter.
Very nice. Next up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Kenyon Maddox, and he was a lieutenant in the Hallowed Hounds. Is that right?
The Hallowed Hounds, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, but now they're kind of on the run, and so he's hoping to use his noble ancestry to help out his friends.
Mm-hmm. Next up is our resident walker on the path of craft and expertise, Dave.
Hey everybody, I am a member of the craft and expertise, but today I'm playing someone on the path of shadow and subterfuge. Good old Emrys Batch.
Very nice. And last, but certainly not least, is Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Naldo. He is a charming, educated scholar.
Very nice. Now, we had, last session Andrew was ill, so he missed, but what happened last time, guys? I'll grab all our tokens and such, and I'll see if I can find some visual aids.
You remember what happened the first time, right, Andrew?
Yes. So we, I remember, based on the vision that we shared, which was quite prophetic, of the city in ashes and burning, we decided to not waste any time and GTFO before that happened, but we needed to be sneaky about it because we're supposed to be guarding this city that is about to be on fire. So people might have some questions if they see us trying to get out of here. So we split up and through a number of contrivances managed to find our way to one of the warehouse, like the storage, like the barracks.
Yep.
That rather. But Naldo wasn't there yet when we first arrived. We waited for like 15 minutes, and we decided if he's not here, there's a reason, and it's probably not good, so let's continue on. That was something that I think Kenyon really struggled with. So we went in, fast talked with some guards to get them to distract while we went into a back room, but then at the last minute, they were like, hold up a minute. And I think it was Emrys who you threw some sort of explosive thing into the room behind us, I think, didn't you? Or something.
It wasn't explosive. It was just a powder that made colored smoke so that it would try to alert people to this strange happening, because they all had like a armband on.
Yeah. Oh,
that would identify them amongst the other soldiers.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We suspected foul doings.
Right. That perhaps right, traitors amongst our mercenary group, so to speak. Attempt to alert.
They weren't among the mercenary group. They were among the army that was occupying Carrick. Remember, you are one. The Hallowed Hounds were one of several forces that were helping to protect the city of Carrick.
Right, okay. So, barring the door while they reacted, we started to make our escape. We found Naldo through all of this. He was quite shaken, and this was the thing. He was visibly shaken. He was very eager to get the heck out of here, but wouldn't explain why. And I think at that point is the last I was here for, as we were making our way down the stairs into this network, this tunnel that we were trying to use to get out of here.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember.
And then what happened last time, guys?
So So
Well,
made
I
our way
finally
through the
caught up
tunnel.
with the group.
Yeah, you caught up with us, and we made our way through the tunnel, which led out to a trap door in a field that was like covered in sod. We doused our torches in a bucket of water, and I think it was Kenyon. Did you make your way out first?
Yeah.
And he heard voices and had to steel himself. And he, Naldo, and then finally Emerus, we made our way out of the trapdoor and snuck past them. Did they spot us?
They
Can't
did
remember.
not.
They
We
did not
snuck-
know.
we snuck
were able to
out.
get away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then traveling through the forest, we came across a batch of deserters who have all kinds of supplies, which we are woefully short on because we failed one of our rolls, or it's one of our rolls, and it has us eating doubled rations and getting hungry. And yeah, so we also noticed that within the there's a captive within the group of fugitives or deserters, and then we're not deserters, so like we have legitimate reason to accept our post. Yeah, we all had a shared dream that this place is doomed, so we get the hell out. Oh wait, that sounds like deserting. Okay. But there's a what are they called, Kev? The
Sigillites.
Sigillite.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of the. This is what.
Religious magic hunter.
Are they like
zealot?
knights?
They're like zealot knights who hunt magic users.
Yeah. If you think of like the Templars in Dragon Age, it's very similar to that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, but I didn't want to like bring another game in. But sure, yes, totally.
So that is what the Sigillites and what the symbol of Sigillites look like. What is usually covered by their armor and tabard and whatnot is that their bodies are often scarred and tattooed, or like branded and tattooed with different markings of different saints. They are absolute enemies of anyone working Erdcraft, or not Erdcraft, Oddweft, or the what do you call it? The cunning. What is that you've got? Wart cunning.
Wart cunning?
Yeah, like sort of the old wisdom. They don't make a distinction between the old wisdom, which does not deal with creatures of the odd, and the theurges, who actually deal with these malevolent entities to gain their powers. They say kill anybody who uses any kind of magic. And not for nothing, I'm not sure if he shared that with everybody, but Kenyon is a washed-up squire who once served the Sigillites.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Does the group know that I have some ability? I haven't used it in front of them.
I don't know. It's your choice. Like, it's not unless the Sigillites are present, which they are in Elkland, then, but I mean, like, they're fucking everywhere, so, in the Carcass Nations. So, but it's also something that people rely on. Like, Wart Cunning is typically the person that, like, someone who's knowledgeable in that is who someone in a town would go to get medical assistance, or, if they're, whatever the issue is. Like, the wise man, wise woman of the village, that's the person they would go to who would most likely deal with Wart Cunning, as opposed to the Oddweft and theurgic magic. That stuff requires specific acts to bind yourself to make bargains with other worldly creatures. That is something. It requires a lot of work and it requires a lot of knowledge and comes at a cost. So, though theurges are not typically what you'd find in every, small town or whatnot, whereas someone knowledgeable in Wart Cunning, probably likely.
Yeah, I think the group would know that I have some limited ability, or some magical. It had probably manifested at some point in front of them.
Yeah. Well, even on a mission or something like that, like there may be, you could even choose someone, because we talked before about how of everybody here, I think you have a kind of a neutral relationship with Tagwin, and you got a good relationship with Naldo, right?
I have a complex relationship with Kenyon.
I was going to leave it out. The reason I ask is, why don't you share with, from a gameplay perspective, why don't you share with the guys what your Wart Cunning spell does?
So I've got Witch's Blood, so that's actually kind of the source, I guess, that allows me to have Wart Cunning. This, at night, we could, if we were going to break some bread, guys. This is a long one, but so it's literally breaking bread together amongst the Fatebound companions, and the effect is pretty cool. Caster and companions whose souls are now magically known to each other and are more connected the next day. We get tests or effects of talents and techniques used to aid another companion among their flock becomes more beneficial. Add +10 to all applicable tests. So that's just an extra success, correct, Kev?
It is an extra +10 to your results.
To result. And this includes tests made to bind someone's wounds or repair or improve trappings. So like repairing stuff, Andrew, and binding wounds, that gives you a +10.
Or for instance, something like Naldo's ability to indulge in reverie to help you guys with recovering your things. Breaking bread would apply to that as well. Remember, that's how you could increase the amount of the condition threshold and the damage threshold.
There are some challenges if you fail, or crit or sublime fail, but you know.
When is there
we
not?
Don't worry about those, right?
We're adventurers. We're not worried about what happens if someone's ghost haunts them for the entire day.
So that is what Emrys is. He seems to know a fair bit about just witchy stuff, and he also has what do you call it? He has this dusking ability. Do you think you've used dusking with anyone in the flock thus far, or is it just something that you have not yet revealed to them, that you actually know some magic?
I think Kenyon and Emrys go back to like outside of the army when he was a noble and I was getting him some stuff. So I think he knows about it. Like we probably would have used it at some point traveling together, or maybe when we
I don't
first
think you
got
guys
in.
were together. Like he would have been in a very different social strata before.
Oh yeah, right. You're right. We were talking about how his need for things and my ability to find things is. Yeah. No. I don't know if it would have been used. No, I still will say it hasn't.
Okay. Then, it was Emrys who snuck up, and I will say that almost everybody is dealing with some degree of peril right now, but Emrys is pretty close to passing out.
But we had decided to go up to them, so Naldo and Kenyon are going to go up, and Naldo's going to try and talk his way into their good graces, while Kenyon is I don't know, kind of bossy bodyguard type thing, or you were going to draw a circle around them, and if they try to attack, they get a bonus from it?
Oh, well, that was only if we got into combat. I was going to exhaust my thing, but...
And I was going to hide in the shadows, and if things go poorly, if we have to spill some blood, we got to spill some blood.
Before you go into that...
that's where we were at, Tagwin, just so you know.
Mm-hmm. And
we're hungry, and they got all the food.
Tagwin, you also, everyone else did not have Salmiak. She does. And Salmiak, once per day, if you can consume a dose of Salmiak to recover one level of peril.
Ooh.
And
yeah.
That will help some of you. I'm already at third level of peril.
I have.
Yeah, but wouldn't that help you then?
Yeah, it would help.
Kind
It
of.
would reduce you by 1 level.
Yeah.
And I know me and Dave's character, I don't think either of us. We had the other, the
Theriac. Yeah, which will allow you to recover a damage level during a rekindling.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't get damaged.
So before we'll bring ourselves back, and I guess for those of us, this is we were making that decision when we lost our connection last time, so we didn't miss anything further. If you were watching the last session, we lost our connection at that point.
Oh, geez, fun.
So
We got
while you guys are discussing what to do, there were 8 of them, and there was the balanced sigilite as well. Tagwin, do you have any questions or any comment on what is being planned here?
Other than what you need me to do, no. I mean, it's another fine mess.
No,
I mean,
this is
you've been
luck.
Yes.
I believe the way Kenyon put it was, we're fated. We were
Right.
fated to be sent out, and we didn't have time to get any supplies. But fate has brought us all the supplies we need.
Assuming our new friends play nice.
Well, or we take it from them.
Yeah, I think
Says the honorable man who didn't want to leave a good man behind because it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, but these are deserters.
these are deserters. They're not honorable.
So are we.
No,
No,
Didn't
we are following the vision that the fates have sent us.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
if they're following a vision?
well, we'll find that out. And if they're not,
If they're not vision followers, yeah.
if their vision is not our vision, then they will have their vision.
Oh man. Okay, cool. I've come back and y'all turned into murder hobos.
no,
No, we're
they're not dead yet. You're not arriving back to a pile of dead bodies.
That yet's doing a lot of work in that sentence.
we are going to talk to them, and Will's got, or Ronaldo's got some pretty slick abilities when it comes to dealing with people through diplomacy and things like that.
Well, thanks for guaranteeing I'm going to roll like a 99 or something. Thanks, Dave.
I can also tell they're not good people. They're holding one of the sigilites as a prisoner, and he looks like he's been badly abused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. I mean, all I got in terms of diplomacy would be whether or not I could offer to trade some repair of their kit for the supplies we need, but I think I like your idea better. Yours is likely to end in violence, and I'm increasingly, as the seconds go by, I'm increasingly becoming in favor of this solution.
Send the bargain.
It's simple. We talk to them. If they agree, great. We sit and we share some food and drink and have a wonderful night.
So
Yeah,
before
we can find out why this man is their prisoner.
before we get rolling dice to get you guys, approaching their camp, does anyone want to spend a fortune point to swap out any talents or techniques?
I think I have mine set, right?
Yeah, I did mine at the end of last session.
Yeah.
It would only
I
be the
would not have done
technique, I think,
that,
that Tagwin could swap out, 'cause, unless you purchased another talent with your first RP. You only the only thing you have to swap out is your technique.
I don't even remember what I did.
Which one is open right now? I think the way that we've been playing is whatever one is open, that is the one that is slotted.
I believe before we were disconnected, what we were discussing when you got disconnected was that we had one fate point left if anyone wanted to use it before the end of the session.
Well, I think Will said he used it to
And he
reslot
did
his.
use it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there. Yeah, that's what we were discussing.
Okay. So, Tagwin, let's see here.
I don't see anything. Oh wait, main.
Go to combat. Oh no, main. Main is where it will be.
Yeah, it's on
It
main.
was on main.
Hands the Makers open. Sawbones is what you got open, as opposed to Baleful Alchemy. Baleful Alchemy is your the other technique that you could slot in.
What does that do?
Just remember, Andrew, so we don't have the confusion over what's in, only leave open the one that is slotted.
Right. Yeah. And okay. I just thought if this is an opportunity to swap them, I would take a look at what each.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So go nuts.
Once between your king and prepare an adjacent fate book. And prepare one of your weapons for enhanced quality might be nice, but
it's not enhanced; it's enchanted. And what that's useful for is there are certain creatures that have a trait called No Mortal Blade. They cannot be affected by any non-enchanted weapons, but you can always spend a fortune point to have your weapons, your individual weapon, enchanted. It doesn't have any other bent, doesn't give like bonuses to hit or anything like that. Just
no, it's just a matter of whether or not it can. It's to overcome the damage immunity to
precisely.
Mundane weapon.
Yeah, for certain non-natural
I mean,
things.
Sawbones is there, and that's still also useful. We may need that, so I'll keep
Keep it slotted. All right. So then what is the plan here, guys? What is everyone doing? Amherst, it sounds like you were going to be sneaking.
Sneaking and flanking, yeah.
Okay.
And I think the rest of us are walking up, and Naldo was going to speak with them.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to be in the lead on that.
So
I've got. Let me check real quick. Yeah.
So, Amorous, why don't you give us a entering? So you'll look like whatever they appear to be.
Yeah, basically, I'm going to blend in with them as one of them.
Okay.
As a fellow deserter.
Okay. So then, first off, let's have Amorous give us a standard stealth check, please. Nice. Okay. So Amorous kind of scrambles away to the side and makes his way up into a position. Where do you want, where are you picturing yourself as being positioned here, Amorous? You can kind of use the image for a judge of what the terrain would likely be like.
So let's say their camp is down on the left side of the road or whatever.
Yeah.
I would loop around to the left so that I'm in kind of like a flanking,
like a higher
angle.
position.
Yeah, if there's that option.
Yeah, with that, you could certainly sneak around to get yourself out. How far away do you want to be from the camp?
At first, probably, I think about 50 yards.
50 strides? Do you think that 50 strides would be...
Or maybe 30 strides.
Stride is like, I think 2 yards?
I thought we determined the stride was a yard or a meter.
Oh, maybe it is. Yeah.
I think that's what we said last time. So I could be wrong.
Do you think 50 would not result in some obscured line of sight?
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking I also need to be closer because if things go awry, I don't want to have to spend multiple rounds moving or something like that. So yeah, probably more like 20.
20? Okay. And then Naldo, Kenyon, and Tagwin, are you guys intending on sneaking up there, or are you just heading up in the direction and...
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I'm pretty brazenly going in. My goal is to convince them that, I've recognized you as fellow deserter.
Okay, so just so you're aware of, and not, what that will allow you to do is appear that you're at the same status level. It will not give you any other bonus. It allows you to avoid penalties of like them thinking you're a hoity-toity aristocrat or whatever the hell they may things. It just means that it allows you to avoid any penalties that would be coming from different social, like if Kenyon tries talking to these guys. Kenyon does not have an accent that that would likely be shared by these folks, and he would be identified as a noble's kid.
Okay, now it says a standard test with an additional +10.
Yeah, that's to hide yourself as that.
Yep.
What
Just
it
wanna
means,
make sure.
like, you can basically, with a successful roll in this, you can walk into any social situation and you're comfortable talking to anybody. You're comfortable talking at their level with high society, with hoodlums, with, traders from foreign lands. Everybody is going to be feeling like, all right, he's one of us, or he's at our level, but it doesn't provide any other benefit other than that. So, okay, then, as you guys are walking up, why don't Naldo, why don't you give us your guile check at +10? So it'd be standard, so I guess you do it at what? Routine?
10 to that would make it routine.
Is that +10?
That's a +10, Kevin.
You got it, yeah.
Of course.
Oh,
You want to fortune point that?
Yes, please, and thank you.
And misfortune is coming right to me.
Because if this goes off bad, we're in a world hurt.
No, they're in a world hurt.
There we go.
Okay. All right. So,
ooh, nice.
as you guys are approaching, let me just get some stats for these guys here. Where is the Blackbirds Fang Dragon?
Oh, we didn't do the
Yeah, I was fixing to say, let me get my tactical map out here with my thing.
We didn't drink the Theriac. Or was it whatever that we talked about?
Tagwind, will you give up? It's a Salmiak is what you want, not the Theriac. Do you wish to give up one of your Salmiaks to Emrys? He says yes.
Was it Andrew's dying breath? He said yes. We have it on record.
All right.
Live on, my friend.
Okay. So then.
I'm trying. I need more Buckleys.
All right. So then here is what you find waiting for you in there.
Oh.
A cohort of 8
Is that like a leader?
guys, and then their leader, correct.
Look, I just want to say, Andrew, look at their images and tell me if you think we're supposed to take them out or not.
Obviously not. These are Santa's elves. Obviously.
Friendly little elves.
Little tiny Nordic Scandinavian versions of Santa's elves.
So I would definitely recommend between now and next session, take a quick look at what the elves are like in this setting, because they are fucking nightmarish.
Fair.
They're amazing, but they're absolutely a creature of nightmares. So then, as you guys approach, they all snap up, and half of the Green Hood guys have crossbows. The other half are drawing short swords or dirks, and the big guy draws out a big, kind of like raises up a great sword as if it's ready to, to take on whoever's coming in. The campfire is burning in there, and now that you guys are all getting closer, you see precisely what Emrys described to you. There is a stripped down to effectively his loincloth. There is a sigilite who, his body, in addition to the tattoos and brandings that mark his very, well-muscled and scarred body, there's fresh bruises, there's fresh, things where he's been hit so hard the skin has split open. One of his eyes is swollen shut. He has well and truly had the shit kicked out of him and has been trussed like a pig for market. As you're approaching, they all get up and they all, look like they're getting ready to fire on you. Naldo, you're in front, followed by Kenyon and Tagwin. Tagwin obviously is carrying her spear, but is it unsheathed? Do you have the leather?
Oh shit, that's right. Because I think I had it like wrapped up with a protective sheath over to like disguise it as I was delivering it.
Yeah.
To myself. Is it reasonable to assume that as we were going through the tunnel, I would have disposed of such elements?
I mean, you can't. You could dispose of it if you like. It does actually protect the, it protects the blade in the same way that a scabbard would protect a sword.
Sure, but it's not going to be super useful in this current situation if I wish to use it as it's intended.
That is true as well. So, do you think you would have taken the...
Unless I want to do non-lethal damage and bonk these guys on the head, which I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will remove the...
Okay. So
pieces.
you got a exposed blade. Kenyon, are you carrying anything?
I have my shield out, but my sword is in its scabbard.
Okay. And Naldo, do you have anything out?
No, he doesn't have anything in his hands.
Okay. So they turn towards you. You have 4 crossbows trained on you, and then a couple other guys who are kind of immediately reacting to you guys reaching the edge of their encampment. And they look over, and I think it is the big one who stands up and points and says, "No further! No further!"
Naldo throws up his hands. He's like, no, wait. I'm just like you. I just ran out of there. We're just trying to get our bearings.
He looks at the others, and he kind of gestures. You can see that the 3 with the dirks are beginning to slowly fan out to flank you. And he says,
Okay.
"What's your name?"
My name is Naldo. These are my friends who came with me.
You can hear, as you guys walk into the light, there's a couple of fairly lewd comments that are made in Tagwin's direction, and there is some catcalling. Look at that. We got friends.
The grip tightens on the spear.
And he looks back. "Pretty fancy friends you have."
We just tried to get out before things got worse.
"Are you saying you're deserters?"
Well, I mean, that's what you are, isn't it?
You hear that, boys? He's accusing us of being deserters. It's kind of
Who said accused? Nobody said accused.
Naldo, why don't you give
He
us
flat out stated it.
give us a charm check first?
Yeah, sure. Come on. Standard, Kevin.
Standard difficulty, yes, please.
All righty then. I, for one, blame Dave for all of this.
Would you like to fortune point that?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, please and thank you. Standard. There we go.
Okay. So he narrows his eyes. "Where are you going through this? The Iron Shale. Where are you headed?"
And where was it we were trying to go, Jeff? Is it to the east?
Black Tower.
Yeah, the Black Tower.
Yeah, we're on our way to the Black Tower.
Why is that?
That's a good question.
Well, and you're looking over you all. I think if you're intent on going through the Iron Shale, you should be aware that these hills, they carry a tax. You can hear a The 3 move right to being kind of parallel with you guys, one on each side right now.
Yeah, if they're like closing in after that, I am gonna draw my sword.
Okay.
Okay. All right, I'm going.
Hey. No need for any trouble. What's that?
I'm going to try something.
Sure.
So we're not in combat yet, so a non-combat action is appropriate, right, Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay. So on venom-coated pleasantries, this cloak of threats, or is that what it's cloak? Yeah. So speaks a few short sentences of metaphor.
Yep.
That he will understand as a threat against him.
Yep. Love it.
So
Love it.
Basically an intimidation test using charm.
Okay. So this is going to be effectively kind of like a war of words. So I know what, I should have sent to you guys. There's a bunch of stuff that is in Flames of Freedom that I think are like really, really clever innovations on this that I forgot to send you. When I ran Gladius, so one of the charity sessions we ran last year was a Roman era setting that used Zweihander, Blackbirds, and Flames of Freedoms as the basis for the rules. And I put together a helpful little handout for it that has basically all the coolest features from Flames of Freedom all in one document, and I just posted that to the Discord. That includes the War of Words. So I forgot to send that to you guys last week because we had the thing go down and I got distracted by something shiny. The reason I mention it now is because that's a way I think that I'll run. There isn't, or at least I don't recall seeing any rules specifically for how to handle intimidation, but War of Words gives you some neat specific options for that. So for instance, or words as weapons. I keep saying the wrong thing. What you're picking is they gain either hastened, inspired, or intimidated as conditions. Intimidated, where is it here? I wonder if that's in Blackbirds too. Hold on. Let's see. Here we go. Conditions.
Is this just an auto success, or is Will going to be rolling something?
No, he's rolling something.
I have to roll a charm test.
Okay.
And it says
While
good
you're
luck.
getting that, I'm going to. Do I have anything that would indicate either that I was a lieutenant or any kind of marking on my shield or a badge or anything that would indicate
like your
that
rank?
that I was with the Sigilites. Either of those.
Do you?
Or both of those.
I don't. Well, like the Sigilites wouldn't be involved. You're either part of this kind of crazy religious cult, or you've been kicked out.
Right. So if I was kicked out, I wouldn't have anything. That would.
You might have I haven't given thought to it, but like you might have a branding from your time as a what do you call it, as an acolyte?
Right.
So that.
Right, because you said they're all branded and marked and.
Yeah, like their whole bodies are covered. But if you were even as a squire, you may have received some kind of marking on you.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's
basically I want to try and silently assist with whatever sort of intimidating.
Okay. So
way I could.
3 options. Hastened is +1 to initiative and movement. Inspired is +1 to damage and peril threshold. So those are for allying you guys. For intimidated, -1 to damage threshold and to peril threshold. So it is going to be contested. So go ahead. Excuse me. Oh no, we just treat it as an intimidation test.
Yeah, it says make a charm test, adding +10.
Yeah, because I'm checking
or something.
Intimidation.
See if that's on the character sheet.
Yeah, and there isn't. There we go.
Yeah, +10 per something. I don't know what that per something is.
Like the combat. Oh, sorry, that is a per tier. It's +10. You can take the
per tier. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, probably. And there isn't an intimidated condition, so I think we just it's left to us to interpret sort of what happens. So why don't you go ahead and give us a intimidation or a charm check with +10. So it'll be routine, I guess.
Yep, routine again. Come on, baby. Yes.
What do you say?
Naldo kind of narrows his eyes and says, taxation without representation is a crime.
With your accent saying that to someone with James's accent, that's a war crime.
Hold on now.
Hold on here. Let's see. So with the charming, the charm, what that does is that is sufficient to affect, what is your fellowship bonus? Your FB?
Oh, hold on, let me. 7.
Pick one to maybe like. Do you just want to say all the green hoods are affected by that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, so you
They
say
feel
that
like, ooh, somebody's challenging the boss.
exactly. They're like, oh, what that means is all of them are going to have -1 damage threshold, -1 peril threshold. So you've shaken them until the end of this scene.
Nice.
So he looks and says, well, if you want representation, you could join our guest then. And he grips the greatsword in a manner that you know is going to lead to violence. So, let me first, we have now successfully gone 1 month without me deleting. It's not true, it's like fucking 2 weeks. But I've gone at least 2 weeks without deleting a initiative tracker. So, I'm going to try and carry on. If, I need to add everybody into, here we go. Because I think you guys need to, actually, I don't know if it rolls initiative for you. Because here's one of the neat things about Blackbirds as well, is I don't roll initiative. All the enemies have set initiative scores, and you just, it's in relation to that, how you roll. That will dictate the order you go in.
Yeah, I was going to say initiative, the word is highlighted. You can roll that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I clicked on my token and it worked.
You clicked on your token first? Okay. But there I am. I had to figure out who I was.
Wait, what?
Initiative is in the middle of like the combat section, that brick that has like your dodge and your parry. I think.
Yeah, I clicked on my token and I rolled it, and it appeared in the tree for a second, and then it disappeared.
Oh, did
No, I can see it, Jeff.
What's that?
I can see your initiative on there.
Oh, I see 0 for me.
Huh. Yeah, you rolled a 14.
Yeah, and I saw it for 1 second, and then it disappeared.
Oh,
Weird.
On my screen.
Go ahead and put
That's
it in
weird.
then. Just add it in yourself.
Weird.
Okay, Naldo's is in there. Yours is in there. Tagwin, did you roll initiative? Click on your token, roll initiative.
Oh wait, right. Click on the damn thing.
Okay.
There we are.
14.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So then, you guys are up first. Now let me set this up here. Well, I have a dangerous amount of fading suns just off of camera.
Yes.
Let's see.
The whole shelf.
Awesome.
And that's just the old versions. That's not even including the new versions. I haven't even got a shelf for them yet.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of suns, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
Nice.
Noble Knight, appreciate your.
Oh, nice. That's right. You were buying it. Was it last week?
Last week or the week before?
Yeah.
I got 3 4th edition books, which I'll be putting some hopefully good use to at some point again.
Okay, now here is something that you can do. While we're in the initiative stage, you can spend a fortune point to seize the initiative. It allows you to move up the initiative ladder to whatever you need him to wherever you need him to begin their turn. So if you wanted Emerus, for instance, to go before the thugs or whatever, and Naldo, you'll go before those guys. Be 1 fortune
Okay,
point.
so I'll go before them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead. You're seizing initiative, Naldo?
Yeah, because I would like to go before him and use my extinguish ability.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
So that's a
I'm
fortune point, Kevin.
Okay.
I'm going to let them go by me and think they're flanking and doing all sorts of great things, and then I'm going to shiv somebody from behind.
You got it. Okay. So then, there we are. Oop, did that go in?
Assuming they don't come right at me and think, oh, look at that guy standing right there.
Okay. So, Naldo, you spent your things. You're going to go before. Or do you want to go before everybody?
Well,
remember that the attacks can be contested by spending action points. You have 3 action points at the start of each round. If you guys have tokens kicking around, by the by, it's a good way of keeping track of it in person. You have 3 action points at the start of your turn. Yep. And just remember, the action points are regenerated at the start of each turn. So it's your turn. The first round of combat, it's at the first round. Everybody starts as long as you're not surprised. But once we get to in the round cycle, we're going to be rolling initiative at the start of each round, and you can spend a fortune point to get a new action point once per round, but you will not get all of yours back until it comes to your turn once again. So you need to measure defense and offense.
Yeah, I think I want to go ahead, because it says the end of their next turn. Mm-hmm. So not this one, but their following one.
Yep, exactly.
And so it would be best.
Well, no. That would be like if you use it this round, they would have a turn, and then that penalty would be over.
Oh.
Yeah. It's not until the end of the next round. That still means if you go first, then any of their defenses, like if Kenyon and Tagwin want to do something, then the defenses would suffer a -10, which is not nothing.
Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and use that.
Okay, so we'll put you right up at the start here. Okay. Anybody else spending fortune to go earlier? No? So, Naldo, you're up first. You have your 3 action points. What would you like to do?
So this doesn't say anything about how many action points. It just says extinguish special action. Is that a free action? Do you need me to click it again?
I think so. No, I can see it just higher above. So 129 to... Yeah, actually, and Will, I believe you have the distinction of playing the first charm and manipulation Blackbird we've seen at the table.
Oh. Well, alrighty then.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, right. Those references are fucked up.
First extinguish of this set of Blackbirds games.
Extinguish is always 3 AP.
It is always 3. So that's what that's what I'm doing this round. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Let me double check.
Okay.
That is, you're using poison, venom-coated pleasantries, right?
Venom-coated pleasantries, a black promise.
No, does not cost any AP.
Wow.
Yep.
So I can do that and then do something else.
You can do that, but also close off your technique, because until you rekindle, you cannot use any of those techniques. So what do you say?
Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to remember what he said last.
Think Boston Tea Party. That is what you said last time.
Exactly.
Okay, he said you can come join your fellow here, and you referenced the sigillate.
Oh, what he had said last. Yeah. He said, oh, you're welcome to here. You can join our other guest.
You are the one who will be joining death. Okay.
And that means all of them are at -10 in addition to having the lowered threshold. Now you have 3 AP. What would you like to do?
Yeah. So drawing a weapon, I assume,
1
is
AP.
1.
2 left.
And then attacking with it?
You want to stride in, but you have a free stride, I believe.
Okay.
You can move equal to your move, so you could probably run up to one of those guys flanking you.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, put you engaged. And then he is going to defend. So go ahead. Oh, he actually doesn't have to decide until he's hit.
Till he sees the result right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and use my rapier.
Hold on. Let me double check. That's the case. I think I did that, but then I read. let's see here. I read Elder Scrolls again afterwards, so I'm going to double check. Parry, here we go. When facing a successful attack, but before damage is dealt, that's when you decide either parry or dodge. So yeah, go right ahead. No wasted actions.
And that's standard, I assume.
Standard difficulty for the first one. Each subsequent attack takes another -10 to it.
Okay.
So that's a success. And his parry, I rolled a 48. And here's one of the interesting things too. Whatever the bonus or penalty is to your attack, that becomes a converse penalty or bonus to their defense. So if you're attacking at +20, their parry or dodge takes a -20. If you're attacking at -10, their parry or dodge is a +10. So his parry is 60 even with the... I'll fail. So I failed my parry, which means you managed to tag him. That is 8 points of damage, which is just enough to nick him over the threshold. So, boom. You have 1 more AP.
I guess I could try and attack him again.
Sure, I'm going to point out just one more thing. It is fast, which means it's -10 to parry. On top of the -10 he's got from the demoralize.
You need AP to defend yourself too.
Okay, so I want to hold that, and that's like a reaction, Kevin?
It's not a react. It kind of is, but you have to spend anything you're doing as an action.
Declare it now.
Yeah. You can also spend a fortune point.
He would hold that and be ready to be on the defense.
You got it. Okay. Kenyon, you're up next. 3 AP. What are you doing?
Are any of them in striking range? Or do I need to move?
You could stride to reach one of them.
I stride.
Nice. Action 1. Well, no, actually, that isn't... You can move your stride for free once per round. Then you can also hustle. Yeah, so you move up.
So then I will attack with the old longsword.
Okay.
That'll be my action.
Well, I'll see if he hit. Okay. And remember, there is also a 2 AP attack called... you can spend 2 AP to charge, which will result in an additional 1d6 total damage.
Let's do that. And that's for 2 AP?
You can also use a targeted attack, which allows you to strike at a specific area. These are on page 167 of the core book. You can also aim. Spend 1 AP aiming, get a +10 to your attack. That's for melee or for range attacks. That's on page 171.
Let's charge.
Charge. All right, so it'll be 2 AP.
Yeah. Bam, bam. 2 AP.
Okay.
So it's still just a longsword attack.
Just a regular,
right?
Yep.
Come on. It's a standard.
Standard, yes.
Okay. Yes.
Success. Okay, so I'm going to try and parry. There are, so you can see your quality is defensive. That's +10 when you choose to parry. And I rolled 84. I failed. So 10 points of damage. And roll 1 chaos dice, please.
Right, for the extra
for
damage.
Your extra damage for your charge.
Yes.
13. So
Boom.
that is 2 levels. Look at that.
And then I will use my last AP for my Agitite Swordmaster ability of Borovi's Guard. Yes.
Love it. Excellent. Okay. And then it is Tagwin's turn. Are you doing Tagwin?
And for those at home that can't read that, it says that I can spend 0 AP to parry and dodge.
That's awesome. All right.
Does my spear have any sort of like reach?
It does. Yeah. If you click on your spear, just click on the attack. We won't count it as an attack, but just so we can see what your
Sure.
So it'll be under the combat tab. Then we can talk about what you're...
Clicking on it. Why is it?
It probably prompted you for difficulty.
Yeah.
Of course, it did. Yeah, of course. I didn't see.
Critical
Okay, there we
fail.
go.
Good example. All right, so here's this. It is...
We're not using it. That's good. That's good.
So a couple things. It is a signet quality, which means it's plus 10 to hit. So make sure you apply that yourself. It isn't baked in. Piercing 2 means that you ignore 2 points of armor that they may be wearing. Adaptable means you can use it one-handed or two-handed. And reach means that you can attack from one stride away.
Okay. Because what I'm thinking about is trying to use that to disarm the leader dude. Take his sword away. That's 2 AP.
So I think you could try. Yeah. So then you're going to want to. I think it'll cost you 1 AP to hustle to cross the full distance to get to him.
Oh.
Which would leave you 2 AP.
And then none to parry or dodge.
Well, disarm is only 1, isn't it? It's not 2.
Disarm is 2 AP.
Oh, yeah. So there you go.
So maybe not that.
I mean, if you needed to dodge or parry, you could also spend a fortune point to get once per round. You can convert it over.
I think I didn't like the way he was smirking and making lewd remarks to me. So I don't think disarming him is good enough. Yeah. I want him to bleed. So I'm gonna engage. I'm gonna move up to him, engage for 1 AP.
Okay.
Engage and then smack him.
I'll move you forward to where they are. Okay, so
we'll
1 AP to hustle to get up there, and then go ahead and make your attack.
So now actually going to make my attack.
You got it. No pressure, Andrew, but if you roll a critical hit, they cannot defend.
Cool. No pressure at all. So you said it's plus 10 because
plus 10 because it's signet, because it's such an incredibly crafted spear.
Right. Okay, so it's routine plus 10%.
Yep. Nice.
Not
so that is a
critical,
hit.
but...
All right, now let me check the qualities of is it in here? It's a great sword. Good choice, because the great sword is slow, which means that it's minus 10 to parry. So he's got minus 20 to parry right now.
Nice.
And
plus, if I have reached, it means he has to also close the distance, doesn't he?
He's got the great sword has reach as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled a 40, even with the even with the minus 20. That is good enough. So he batters it aside. I will point out too, this is the thing that came with my Servant of the Gods edition that Ryan very generously sent.
Oh.
When I come up with a 0, it has a fucking Blackbird on it.
Cute.
God, I love these. Nice. Yeah, I love these dice.
Nice looking die.
All right. Did you get? Hey, speaking of which, you got your Batman stuff, right?
Oh, Kevin. I haven't even gone through the whole box. I just got the rule book out. Oh.
The dice in that are so awesome. I'm ordering a second set of that as soon as I can. They're so good.
Yeah.
All right, so Tag, when you go in and stab at him, he batters that first one aside. You have 1 more AP. Would you like to attack again at minus 10?
No, I'm going to keep it just in case I need it.
Okay. So then it is his turn. And here's one of the upside to attacking first is that you get to go first. The downside is he now gets all his AP back. So he has 3 AP. He is going to use a targeted attack on you.
Cool.
He's going to try and hit your... Yeah, he's going to try and smash your arm with this great sword. So let's see if I hit first. He has minus 10 to this.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. I succeeded, but not critically. So you can defend if you'd like.
I will most certainly attempt to defend.
Okay, so then you're going to roll your parry, and you're going to get plus 10 to it. So roll it at routine. Nice. So he swings this thing at you, and it's good. Let me double check. Yeah, the equivalent is the reason I was checking is because the equivalent of this in Zweihander, it costs 2 AP, but you cannot defend against it. It's a brutal attack to be used. This one you can, though. So he hits. You've lost feeling from here down to here as it hits that massive sword. He has 1 AP left. He's a tough mamma jamma. He's going to swing at you again. Tag 1. So I'm at minus 10 here. So that is... I succeeded, but not a crit, so you could spend a fortune point and try and defend against this. Or you take the
why
hit.
not? Why not? Let's not give him an inch.
Okay.
Well, let's attempt to not give him an inch.
So here's the upside to this, is because he had minus 10, you have plus 10. You now have plus 20 to your parry.
Oh. Nice. Okay. All right, the game's telling me this should be easy. Don't tell me the odds, game.
Nice.
All right.
So in spite of him pressing this attack, he batters it aside, sweeps it around again, and you just knock it away aside. Your forearms and hands numb. You're not sure how you're holding on to this thing. Then it is
pure rage.
The chumps. All right. First, Naldo. This guy has a short sword or a dirk in his hand. Let me just make sure you know what the thing is. It is... Excuse me. Okay, it's effectively a shiv he's using. Or maybe it's a club. Or cudgel. Alright, here we go. So he...
It looked like the liquor opener.
Yeah. So he swings this at you. That is, minus 10, so he misses with his first attack.
Nice.
You need to take no attacks. He attacks you second time. This is at minus 10. That is a hit. Would you like to defend?
Yeah, I've got 1 action point left, so parry.
Parry, yeah, and I think, is the rapier fast? Or
It is fast.
Oh, okay, no, actually, no, fast is minus 10 to defense. It's not defensive.
Oh, no.
No,
It
okay.
has finesse, fast, and disarming.
Okay. So then go right ahead and give us your parry. Parry will be at plus 10 because it was his second attack.
Okay. Plus 10, go. Easy.
Critical success, which means it does not cost you an action point.
Oh, so I still have another defense. Good.
Yep. And for his final one, he wasn't happy with that. He's going to attack you again. So let's see. Minus 20 this time. Minus 30 total because of the things he misses. All right. Then we have 4 guys with crossbows. So, first one is going to fire at Naldo. You've got a AP left, right?
Yeah, I've got 1 AP left. That's right, Kevin.
Okay, so let's fire at you. Fucking critical hit. So you cannot...
right?
Yeah, you cannot dodge that, unfortunately.
That's my fault.
But, let's see here. Damage.
I still have my AP, though.
Do you have any armor on? I don't think you do.
I have no armor and no shield.
Okay, so the shield is a good point. Canyon is the only one who can try and parry ranged weapons with his shield.
Okay.
Because otherwise you have to dodge that. All right, so then you take... That is 8 points of damage.
Okay, so that's the very first block.
So it exceeds your threshold. So move down by 1.
Okay, my threshold is 8.
Yep, that's it. That's all he needs.
Okay, I want to make sure before I do anything. Yep.
Yep. Okay, so that was
Equals or exceeds. Got it.
so kind of grazes you, Naldo. Next one, Emrys. Oh fuck, Emrys is not there. This is gonna be the second one at Naldo then. So you may be able to.
Depending on the roll, I can probably dodge
there's
it.
also hold on. The way criticals work in this is on. It doesn't do like a critical hit, but I think it damages something on you. Hold up here. I'm just gonna remember.
Hold up. Wait.
Critical, because it's different for. Or maybe it's just that it can't be dodged. So I thought that it damaged something as well, but I'll look it up afterwards.
Critical success, page 175. When a critical success is rolled for the Blackbird to strike with an attack action or technique, the target is left defenseless to it. This means that they can neither parry nor dodge melee or ranged attacks, nor resist the effects of word-cutting spells or vitiations.
Yeah.
Is that?
It also adds 1d6 damage.
I mean, if you want to read on.
It's the Cubicle 7 rule. All right, so then I said it was, what did I say, 8 before? It's 13. Does 13 hit your second threshold?
No, that's the same as the 8. It doesn't get to that next level.
Nice. All right. Then, and I believe that something is damaged as well. But here we go. And then the second one firing at you because you were the lead. I forgot Emrys isn't here. He's hidden still. That is a critical fail. The crossbow malfunctions. And then we got one on Canyon. Schwack. That is a miss. And one on Tagwin. And that is a hit. So, and I don't think you have anything to...
I've got nothing else.
Yeah, you've already
left.
spent your thing. So that's 11 points of damage. How does that compare to your damage threshold?
It exceeds it. My damage threshold's a 5.
Can you use a point of force or yellow points or
Fortune
point to dodge?
Well, she
I've
could...
already done that once.
Yeah, she's already done it once per this round.
Okay.
Yeah, so... all right, so then how many... count how many steps, including the first one as the first one. So 5, I think it's only 2 steps, isn't it an 11?
5. Oh, so the next step up from 5 is 11 plus 6, so...
So you got 2 then. So move yourself 2 down on the damage threshold.
Moderately wounded.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so moderately, I think... I got to see if we have to roll for injuries yet. Because there is a threshold. Ooh, we do. Andrew, would you kindly roll 1 chaos dice for us?
Ooh, okay. They
Looking good, Dave.
Here they are.
Order prevails, no injury. So that's good.
Okay.
Then we have 1 firing at... Oh, no, missed at Kenyon. So that's all those guys. Then we got the guy facing Kenyon.
Oh, so like that moderately wounded on the damage threshold piece, because there's a separate part for injuries. So that doesn't necessarily trigger an injury. It just triggers the opportunity. Well, the opportunity to get an injury.
Exactly. When you get moderately
Okay.
injured, we roll 1. When you're seriously, we roll 2. When you're critically, we roll 3.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Then, Kenyon, this guy's going to try and attack you. I got minus 10. I hit. Not a crit, though, so you can't defend.
Okay, I will attempt to parry.
Okay.
Oh, come on, roll 20.
You want to fortune point that?
Oh, wait, I have plus 10 to that. Because of my my sword?
You're,
Is it defensive?
Because it's defensive, correct. Yep. So that is a success. All right, so you batter that aside. He attacks you a second time. He hits again. You can parry at plus 10 to plus
So now
20.
it's flapped.
No, because you don't take the penalty for multiple defenses. They take the penalty for multiple attacks, and you gain the benefit. He has minus 10 to his attack, so then you get plus 10. That's on top, and you add in the defensive quality, which gives another plus 10, so plus 20 total to your parry.
Okay, so I pick easy. There we go. Yes.
There you go. And then his final one, he will...
Feel frustrated.
He is frustrated. I think he is... He's going to save it for a defense. And then this last guy is going to spend 1 AP to draw his crossbow, 1 AP to load his crossbow, and 2 AP to load his crossbow, and that's all he's done. Next is Emrys, because I've gone with the other one. What are you doing?
Okay, Emrys is going to sneak in, and I'm guessing, are we looking at in the same way as the picture, or like, was that going to the left, so it would be over here, or?
Yeah. So if you're going to the left, that's where you would be coming in.
Okay, so he'll sneak around behind this guy and stabby.
Sure. So let's see here. I don't know if there is
additional stride cost or something.
Yeah, so I'm wondering. I think 1 AP to gain in on, to close in on him.
Okay.
So I'll just put you behind him here. Ooh.
And then I'll just click on my shiv.
Okay. And I'm not going to let him defend. Oh, you want to fortune point that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's not a crit fail, but it's a fail.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. So that first one misses. You want to attack again?
That'll be all my AP, I think, right?
But you are at the end of the round, and then we'll be rolling initiative again.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. What the hell? So minus 10?
Yeah. Let me double check. I can't remember if we're rolling initiative each round in this. I think we do.
That I don't know.
I think we do. If I remember correctly. They don't, obviously. So the flurry of Shiv attacks by Emrys.
Yeah, okay. Oh, nicely done. Oh, so he...
Oh. Is he still surprised on the second attack?
He is, yeah. Excellent. Go roll one more chaos dice. That's 11. That's not quite enough, but he is injured. And anything else you wish to do?
Nope, that will be all.
Okay. Then, that is the end of the round, guys. Would you all of you click on your token and click on initiative, and we'll reset the initiative order. We do roll each round. I just double checked.
Okay. Ugh. Nice.
Oh no.
Okay, so let's set the order here. Then, does anyone wish to spend fortune points to move up?
So you say, how many do we have left?
You have 5.
Yeah.
I feel we might need those when we get attacked and we've used all our AP. What do you guys think?
Well, we focus fire on a couple of these guys and whittle their numbers down.
Yeah.
Then there's fewer of them to attack us.
Okay.
I mean, I'm okay going last because until my turn, I can still defend for 0 AP.
Yeah, that's a solid strategy. But if Naldo, if you want to move up and try and take that guy out, as opposed to having him attack you.
Yeah. When does your extinguish ability come in, Jeff?
I mean, I could use it.
I was just talking. I mean, that's all I was asking. I was just talking. I just want to make sure we are all thinking about everything.
Yeah, I wanted to have some combat.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd spend 1 fortune and move up what?
You're spending 1 fortune to move up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ahead of the big dude? Or all the way to the top?
Where are you moving?
Tag one gets to move before him. Yeah, I think just before the rest of the guys. I think that's the plan right now.
Right there's where you wish to be? Oops, right.
Yes. Wait, where'd I go? Oh.
Were you going to be first?
No, I didn't necessarily want to be first. But I was thinking I would be before the what you call mooks.
That's where you wish to... There or the big guy?
That'll work.
Okay. I am spending 1 misfortune to move him ahead of Naldo. And I am spending 1 misfortune. Oh, here we go. Oops, come here, you. Here we go. Tricky little level. Be great. The Blackbird sheet does actually have a functioning sheet like this, but nothing else works. So it's kind of like a. I'm going to move the minions before Naldo as well.
All right, so the same place I was.
I love
Oh,
misfortune. Wow. Now let's see here.
That's dirty that you can move 6 guys with 1 misfortune.
It's great on this side of the screen. What can I tell you?
But remember, we get at least one of those back. So.
Oh, mama. Okay. Amaris, you were up first. What are you doing?
I'm going to shiv this guy who hasn't fallen yet.
Okay. So he does know you're here now, so...
But it's back to standard?
Back to standard, but he... Yeah. So you have 3 AP. Oh. You want to fortune that?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and re-roll. That's a hit. I cannot defend. So that is 2. Give us 1 chaos dice, please. Or 1? 2, hold on. 1, 2, 3. One more, Dave, sorry. Okay, no injuries yet. As soon as you score an injury on these chumps, they go down.
Oh, okay. So that is 1 AP and a fortune point spent.
Yep.
And how many levels of injury are there before you get?
They'll be out at 5.
So similar to us. Okay.
Yeah, exactly to you, unless they suffer an injury beforehand. You guys can suffer injuries, and then we just find out what the injury is. But for nameless chumps like this, as soon as you get an injury, they're out. 2 more AP. What are you doing?
I'm going to spend 2 AP.
Yeah.
Using pocket sand. So Emrys reaches into his pocket.
You got to make a skullduggery check?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a skullduggery check. And he's gonna try and throw sand in the eyes of the leader.
I think that's an adjacent. And yeah, you got to be within a certain number of strides of him. I think it's 1 stride. Because it's your tier in strides.
Choose a target in strides that uses eyes to see.
Right, it should say in tier strides, so it's in 1 stride.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
There's missing that logo or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay. So he's too far away?
He's too far away. The guy you're engaged with is not. You could try and move away from this guy, but he might have... I guess if he had action points, he could spend 1 to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, no, I was hoping just to burn my stuff, and I'll shoot. Damn it. Okay. If
You could use him in this guy. This guy's about to have a turn, too.
Sure. What the heck? That's skullduggery.
Okay.
I've been wanting to skullduggery today.
Okay, go ahead and give us a skullduggery check. Plus, now that if you are successful in this, you could set someone else up to kind of take this guy out with 1 hit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so he... excuse me, is coughing like your Fate Weaver. All right, then Tagwin, you're up. What are you doing? 3 AP.
Sorry? 3.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to try... Now I'm going to try to disarm. Why not?
Okay.
So, where the heck is the test I need? It told me the test I needed to do. Coordination test. That's what I need to do.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Agility, coordination. I'm assuming it's at minus something.
No, just a coordination test. Because they get to make one as well.
Standard.
If you succeed, they get to resist.
Oh no.
Do you wish to fortune point that?
Yeah, I'll try that again.
Okay.
Nope, it's meant to be.
Oh no. All right, so it was 2. You have 1 AP.
I'm gonna keep it because I'm definitely gonna need to dodge his attack.
Okay. Anna says good luck. So yeah, you're trying to do something fancy with it. He is. You're not able to get a good enough, purchase on it. All right, now let's use some misfortune actions, which I completely forgot about. All right, let's start with. I'm going to spend 2. Oh, awesome. I'm going to do 2 awesome things here. First, as he steps back, you don't realize he's been moving closer to the campfire. And he is going to trigger a trap. So I need you to give us a coordination test because you're so good at this, or you're going to take damage and get knocked prone. No pressure.
Everybody?
No, just Tagwin.
Oh,
Yeah.
just take.
Any minuses?
No penalty. Nope.
All right.
Nice! So he staggers back, and you spy at the last second what's happening. You step over and manage to kind of keep him at bay, but then I'm spending 2 more. Oh, sorry, that should have been 2, so I need to bring that down by 3. Yeah, because I spent 4 total. There we go. He is going to be making a brigand's trick. Because your eyes have turned elsewhere, he brings his great sword up and down, and you cannot defend against this. Let's see. It is a 97. So he whiffs past you and is not able to connect. All right, then.
Minaldo said it is a big sword.
It is a big sword.
Big sword, yo.
All right, then I am okay. So then let's go to the enemies. He has none left. Kenyon, they see your kind of fancy, schmancy technique, so they're going to use a brigand's trick and try and get you. You can't defend against this attack. So let's see. Here we go. And an 82 is not going to be a hit. So his brigand's trick is all for naught. He has 2 more AP left. I'll make a second attack on you, Kenyon, at -10. That one is a hit, not a crit. Go ahead and roll. If you want to spend it... Oh, wait.
No, I still don't have to, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's till the start of your next turn, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not the round, it's right until your turn.
Awesome. So go ahead.
So this one is just at +10.
Parry is at +20 total. This was his second attack after the brigands.
Oh, okay, sorry. So then that should have been versus 74.
That's a success then. Yep, so you batter him aside, no problem.
Nice.
He is going to keep that last one for a defense. Naldo! He is going to aim on you. And he's going to do a targeted attack to get that damn sword out of your hand.
Okay.
So this will be all his AP for the round, but he's attacking at a 70. That is a hit, not a crit. Go ahead and roll. If you want to, do you have any AP left?
I haven't gone this turn, so I have all 3 AP.
No. Remember, once the first turn's over, you have to wait to. This is why I suggested you guys grab 3 tokens or chips or something like that, because you get them back at the start of your turn, not the round.
Okay. See, that's what I was wondering. That I was sitting here, I was like, well, if I get, do I have my AP yet, or can I spend fortune yet? Okay.
That's why we suggest getting like tokens or coasters or whatever.
Now it is a new round, so he can spend a fortune to defend.
It is a new round, so you can spend a fortune to defend if he has no. But I think he might have one left. I think I missed with the last ones, or there was things he couldn't defend against. Right, because you got shot. You got shot with a crit, and then I missed you. So I think you got 1 AP left.
Oh yeah, you might actually have an AP left.
Yeah, I may not have been able to dodge your parry.
So just for next time, just remember, like, grab 3 coins or 3 dice or whatever.
I'm going to use my red tracker, I think, on my character, on my token, because that's what's going to be easiest for me to see.
Yeah, sure, whichever's easy. So go ahead and give us your. If you want a parry, go ahead and parry.
Yeah, it'd be a parry roll, I think. Standard, correct?
Yeah, and actually at -10.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, fuck me.
Oh, but the critical fail is the critical fail.
Yeah, it is.
So...
And that's the most critical list of fails I can make.
Yeah, so here's what...
Goodness.
But I think your critical parry, you don't suffer any extra damage. Your rapier is damaged now. So it's -10 as you kind of catch it in the way. And damage from this is going to be... All right, that is 15. How does that compare to your damage threshold?
So my damage threshold, that's 2.
2 steps.
So I go from lightly to moderately to seriously?
Yes. So let's roll 2 chaos dice as well.
All right, so give me a second.
And under the traits under your rapier, if you could, you can open it up to edit it. Add in damaged.
Oh, there's the edit button. I'm sitting here looking for it.
Yeah,
I got it. Sorry.
No problem.
And then where would I put that? Under the qualities?
You're going to put that under the qualities. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Hold up here.
And then I need to roll 2 chaos dice?
2 chaos dice, please, yeah.
Do I roll them together or separate?
You can actually toggle how many are rolled. Roll them together.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering if I need to roll both at once or not.
Nah, just roll them separate. No problem, no injuries. Okay. Then, I'm just double checking the crit on, let's see here. Just double checking that I'm doing that right. I can't remember when the damage to your armor and weapons is triggered. I thought it was on a crit on when they're hitting you, but I think it's a crit fail on the parry. But in any event, when they crit on you, I think your armor takes damage. When you crit fail on a parry, your weapon takes damage.
That sounds logical.
Yeah. Okay, so then you're not injured, and that was all of his actions. The other guys are reloading their crossbows and aiming. The guy facing you, Kenyon, is done. The guy facing you, Emrys, will turn around. He is blind. He's blinded and defenseless, or is he just defenseless? Let's see here. Defenseless. Okay. So he is going to attack you, Emrys. Let's see here. I hit you, no crit. Do you have AP left? Oh, you're muted though, Dave, so it's toast Mo.
I'll have to borrow a fortune point and make a dodge check.
Okay. Parry check.
Parry?
Oh, you can use either, whatever your choice is, but...
My dodge is better.
So go ahead and dodge.
And, yeah.
Critical success, which means you get your AP back. So you have 1 AP right now. His follow-up strike is also successful, so do you want to dodge that?
Sure.
Go ahead. You want to fortune point that? Oh, you know what? You don't need to. It should have been at plus 10 because his second attack took a minus 10. That would have been a success, so you're good.
Okay.
All right, Naldo, you're up. What are you doing? You have your 3 AP.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to put my 3 back in there.
Yep,
Start working down.
Perfect.
So, let's see. So, what does aim do? You can do that with a melee weapon?
Aim, you can. Yeah, it gives you plus 10. If you aim twice,
Okay,
plus 2. As it caps out at plus 3, I believe.
Right. So, I would use 1 AP to aim and then 1 AP to actually swing.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that first. So, that brings me down to 1 action point.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's just a rapier attack, and then it'll be a plus 10.
Are you trucking that on your... on like a dot on your character sheet, or...
I'm tracking it on my token.
On your... Oh, hold up. The reason I can't see it is because your bar... Here we go.
Oh, I know what you can't see. I can see it and you can't.
Oh,
okay.
and also it's above. Hold up. Yeah, I didn't... Because we're not using... Yeah, there we go. There you go. There you go. All right, sorry. Okay.
Now,
Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. So that'll be at a plus 10.
Correct.
Submit.
Critical hit.
Critical success.
Nice. So that's plus 10 damage. Now, one other thing I forgot, because we're getting close to the end of the session, you can spend a fortune point to basically add 6 to the result of any damage roll. So that's only... First, you're going to roll a chaos dice and see how much extra damage you did with the crit.
Okay.
Cannot dodge it. And you're doing a chaos dice, so it's 6 damage right now. Do you want to add 6 to it by spending a fortune point?
Hell yeah, I don't see why the hell not.
Okay.
I'm
Then
seriously wounded over here.
that is 2. Let's see here, 2 down.
He's 16.
Oh, it's so close. It's actually only 1 down, but give us a 1 chaos dice roll, please.
All right.
Come on. Ow. All right, you still have 1 AP left.
And I'm holding on to that.
You got it. Kenyon, you're
For my
up.
next turn.
3 actions back. What are you doing?
I got 3 actions back. First, let's try to finish this jerk off here, right in front of me. So I will sword attack him.
Okay.
And hopefully... Oh... I will spend a fortune point to reroll that.
You got it.
Get that guy. No!
Oh my god. Okay, so the first one's a miss. Oop.
Okay, second attack is minus 10.
Yep.
Is challenging.
Are you kidding? You want to fortune point that?
Sure, roll 20. Yeah, whatever. We have like 1 minute left.
Yeah.
That would have been great damage.
Well, more than 1 minute, but
Yeah, I was going to say it's a little bit more than that, but okay.
Come on, let's see some green. Minus 10 to your attack.
I love you, roll 20.
You have 1 more.
And I'm going to use that for my defensive maneuver again.
Agitate. Okay. All right. Then Emerus.
I'm going to try to...
Wait.
Oh, wait. That's top of the round?
Yeah, top of the
It's top
round,
of the
guys.
round. Yeah.
Time for initiative.
Yeah, let's roll initiative. Maybe you guys will be able to put this to
Sway
bed. So
the
make sure
flow
to
of
click on
battle.
your token and then click on initiative.
Oh, wonderful.
10, 10. So here's something. You guys, when you spend fate, you get to, or fortune, you get to move to wherever you want on the table. I only can move up 1 step.
See, I was wondering about that. I was confused. I thought I had to spend 1 for each step I wanted to make.
Now, you guys go wherever you like. And that's, oh boy. Okay. Anyone want to spend fortune to go earlier?
How much do we have left?
You have 6 left.
6.
And because we're in combat, I might carry it over till next session.
Oh, listen at him.
Mm-hmm.
Listen at him.
I'll go up. I'll move my character right to the top.
You got it.
I love it.
Spend it.
Okay. Amris is going right to the top. Anyone else?
I don't know if I'm interested in trading points back and forth with you, Kev, because I'm pretty sure if I move up, I know what's going to happen. I've seen this. I've played this game
I
before.
do have an option to. I mean, if you get someone behind Emrys and ahead of that baddie, it means I can't go with the bad guy first. So you guys can feel free to
just spend a point
strategize.
to move him back up again, can't you?
I can only move one
Only
step.
move up one spot. Yeah.
So if you go above me,
You'll also note I can't spend fortune to take extra actions.
But so if I were to spend a point, I can go all the way to the top.
yes. And he can only go above me then at that point. You're still higher than him.
Exactly.
Sure, I'll move all the way up to the top then. And
Got
then,
it.
I mean, and then that gives me a chance to do something to him before.
Exactly.
Okay. Anybody else wish to spend fortune?
No, I'll go last. I got no problem with that.
Okay. Canyon, you're good where you are?
Except the
Yeah,
crossbows.
I feel like my character is kind of good with not having to move up. That's sort of his defensive ability.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think here. I think I'll spend one to move the baddies ahead of Kenyon. Because he's got the defensive thing anyway, so that really shouldn't make a huge difference. But that does put us at even then. Anybody else spending fortune?
No.
All
They
right.
have crossbows that are going to be shooting off for this round, right? You might want to go ahead of them there, Naldo.
Yeah, they reloaded their crossbows last turn.
And if you get your...
All right, yeah, let's go ahead and spend one, and I'll move up in between the two bad guys.
Okay. Let's see, 4, 6. All right. Do you want to be between the bad guys or go whenever you're like is there a reason why you wouldn't want to go first?
No, yeah, you're right. I should go after Emrys. Yeah, no, I'm tracking.
Okay. The reason being that you're putting more cushion between, Okay.
Yep.
And Canyon, you're okay at the end of the round?
Yep.
All right. Then, guys, that is where we will end chapter 3 for our Truth in Ashes adventure for today. But everyone gets 1 RP for the session. So those of you who are saving up for one of those locked skills or advancements, or what do you call bonuses, advancements, those will be there. All right, then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for Chapter 3 of our Truth in Ashes adventure, playing Ryan Vernier's outstanding Blackbirds RPG. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the adventure, or the game, please don't hesitate. Leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Blackbirds website, too. There is a quick start there. So if you want to give the game a try yourself, there's some pre-gens there. There's a short adventure there. It's one of the best looking games I've ever owned, and is just a ton of fun at the table. So if you want to give it a go before you consider investing in it, that is a way to do that. There's also a link down below. Let's see here, to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to discussing Zweihander games, as well as most of the games we run on the channel, most of the campaigns we have going on, as well as channels like Finding a Group or GM Discussion. We're currently taking part in the RPG a Day exercise, so if you're interested in taking part in that, or just reading what everyone else's responses are, every day in August there's a bunch of us who have been posting responses to that exercise, so it's been kind of fun. There's also, Find a Group, GM Discussion, lots of great stuff, lots lots of great people, and you are more than welcome to join us. There is also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have a great selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If you make a purchase, I guess first off, if they do not have something in stock that you are looking for in their extensive catalog, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in, and then you can pick it up at your leisure. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code MuserMashup at checkout, and you will save yourself 10% on your purchase. There is also a link down below to, so the Muser Mashup discount code is listed in the video. That changes as of September, end of September in 2024. So if you're listening to this after that time, come back to one of our more recent videos and you'll find what the discount code is there. There is also a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really incredible organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children, including ongoing relief efforts in a bunch of crisis areas. You can learn all about the organization and their initiatives by following that link, and any donations through there go directly to them, and none of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to help out the kids who benefit from their services. There's also a small way of thanking the donors that we do, and from now until the end of year, if you have donated $25 or more to the charity since January 1st, 2024, head on over to the Charity Initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, which is, again, linked down below. And you can cast your vote on the 5 mashup sessions we'll be running between now and the end of year. The mashups are going to be combinations of classic adventures with RPGs they're not designed to be run with. So right now, voting is underway for the classic Expedition to the Barrier Peaks. And we have 4 games, 3 of which have had votes cast for them so far. There will be 4 more mashup sessions as well. If you have donated $25 or more since the start of the year, head on over there, cast your vote for which of those games you'd like to see us play the adventure with, and not the full adventure, obviously, but the one-shot inspired by the module. And you'll be able to come back and vote on 4 more between now and the end of year. The last thing I will say is an enormous thank you to our stalwart Blackbirds. So, Andrew, Jeffrey, Dave, and Will, thank you so much for joining me back in the Carcass Nations today, guys. Congratulations on surviving at least 2 rounds or 3 rounds of combat so far. We will be back in the Carcass Nations in 1 week's time to see if our heroes can defeat these nefarious kidnappers, deserters, bandits. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes, our Blackbirds, are encountering as they're fleeing a prophetic vision, or perhaps pursuing their fate in the Black Tower. But until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
See ya.